Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Saturday late night here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. I'm Bill, your host, and let's see who's here. We have George Valentine. We have Sue Studio. We have, let me get the chat to roll up here so I can see who got here. All right, Sue Studio. Sean, good to see you, Sean. We have Jeff, All Music Fan 88. Good to see you. We have Lack Sivrak, General Lack Sivrak. Good to see you, sir. So, General Lack Sivrak's got his eye on each and every one of you guys. So be careful, be good out there. There's the Rickster. Good to see you, Pop Actor. Gap After Dark here with us. Hello, Bill and everyone. Good to see you, Gap. And that gets me caught up, I do believe. And Nightwing, there you go. Nightwing here. Good to see you, Nightwing. Glad you could come in and join us. And of course, Jonezer sitting here. All the best people are here. Yeah, all the cool kids are in the house there, Jonezer. So let's get Jonezer in here and let's get this road on the show.
What's up, everybody? It's Jonezer, your favorite comic book guy. So let's do this!
Hey, what's up, my man?
Very little. We're on a Saturday night doing the late night weird, fantastic toy adventures. There's nowhere on YouTube you would rather be. This is the cool place to be.
Yeah, cool is in fun, but it's been freaking hot. But at least the rain has come in to cool things off here in the Mississippi Delta. But you know what happens after it rains and the sun comes out? The steam starts to rise off the ground.
You get the bugs, you get them mosquitoes and them bugs that come out into the humidity.
You don't know what mosquitoes are until you come down here. Now, I know y'all got them up there and you think they're badass, but let me tell you something. I was out there one time cutting the yard and two of them lit on the light wire, and one of them looked at the other one. He said, "Look, there's something to eat. Let's drag him off in the woods over here and eat him up." And the other one said, "No, let's eat him here. If we drag him to the woods, the big uns will get him."
Right. No, we got the bugs, but we ain't got the bugs like you guys do down south.
Let me see if I can read what Rickster's got here, this little diatribe. Putting the Letterman intro, what you have just done is illegal, and in this state, if convicted, you could be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in a correctional. I doubt
The
that.
thing is, you got to catch him first.
Yeah,
and you got to cross his yard and get him out of his house, and do that without something bad happening.
it ain't never got me. As far as ID strikes or anything, it's never got me. So if it does, then we'll work on something different like I did with Friday night videos. Let's do
I
this,
don't think
Jones.
they care about it anymore.
Sean says, Bill be getting them Jumanji size skaters. There's the Gilster there. Lack was wondering what became of you, Gilster. Good to see you, sir. Canada has dozens of mosquitoes bigger than Mosquito, right? Sure you do.
Well, and here's the thing, and he's out in Canada. I'm in Minnesota. Minnesota is basically southern Canada. It's just on the state side. But what we look forward to, we have this thing out here. It's called 6 months of winter, and when the cold comes, the bugs go back to the hell which they came from.
Yeah, well, we don't get enough cold to kill them down here, so you can get bit by mosquitoes in the midst of the wintertime here. I'm going to address this to you, Rickster. Ask Jonezer. I'm a natural straight man. I play it straight. I always have. I know exactly what's going on. But the humor is in my reactions or lack of reactions or whatever. Do you understand what I mean by that, Jonezer?
Oh, I do. I get it. You're Bert and I'm Ernie.
Exactly.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But that's part of the show there, Rickster, and of course, therefore, thank you for playing into that and getting me going, because I love no more than to play the role that I play here. It's not something that I wanted to do; it's just something I was suited to do. Does that make sense as well, Joneser?
It does. And you know what? The main thing is we just trying to have fun here. And what we do is we just be kind of our authentic self. But sometimes we might turn the dial up a little bit to our authentic self, just a little bit, energized a little more, just to be a little more entertaining, you know. But I mean, that's the real Bill. This is the real Jonezer. If you meet me off of YouTube on the street, you're gonna get this guy. Like, this is who you're gonna get. I'm not some phony fake person on here. You know, I am real.
And let's see. Gilster says, "Hey Sean, been very busy as usual." Uh, Blue Side Squatch, Lack, is this live?
It's alive.
Bill Jonezer, hey Blue Sasquatch, good to see you, my man. Glad you could join us tonight. Richter says you guys have a comedy routine like me, Mike, and Jeff. We're the Three Stooges. There you go, man. Hey, look, OBS is here. Hey, weirdos. Hey, girl. Did you get my email? I sent you an email. I didn't get no response from it, but I hope you got it. All right. Let's see.
No, wait, hold on. Let me roll with this a little bit. So Rickster, Mike, and Jeff are the Three Stooges. So I gotta go. Rickster's probably Mo. I gotta say Jeff is Larry and Mike is Curly.
Yeah, I
Or
think you
Shemp.
nailed it, man. I think you nailed it.
That's the way I see that.
Oh, is anybody else having OBS's problem? She says the live ain't working too well. Keep getting circles of doom, and it goes blurry. That may be on your end. According to my studio, it says I have an excellent connection. So I don't know. I nothing I can do about that. I hope it clears up for you. You might have a internet problem. Lack says he likes Shemp the best. Man after my own heart. I am a Shemp fan.
Shemp never
Absolutely.
gets enough love. Shemp had the best like facial expressions, and you know, like the able to play emotion without words.
And Lack says we were coming in pretty good, so it must be on your end, OBS. I hope it clears up for you because I'd love to have you for the whole show. I haven't seen you in a while in the chats. I know you've been lurking though. Richter says, Jeff, you were Larry. You play those instruments in your numbskull.
See, he's Mo, the bully. That makes sense to me.
Blue Sasquatch says, can I share someone's channel, Bill?
Whose channel do you want to share?
Yeah, more. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Lex Sivrak got you covered there, Blue Sasquatch. He's got your link there on the screen. So I've got a pin comment up the top. We're trying to, hey Mike, we're trying to help out Sean, who's got 19 subscribers. He needs to have 50 to be able to live stream his games on his show. So if you guys can help him out any, that'd be great. And of course, we've got Blue Sasquatch here with us, and Lack got that link up for us. Good to see you. Hi everyone, I'm late.
Sean,
Hurley's here. Go ahead.
you just got one more just now.
Go. Thank you, Jonezer, for helping him out. Like I said, Mike says, hi everyone, I'm late. Curly's here. Yeah. And Blue Sasquatch says, I'm just a gamer. It's okay. You're not just a gamer, man. You're just another YouTuber, and you're our buddy, so we're going to help you out too, man.
Right.
And seen Shemp on a W.C. Fields movie. Yep. And thank you, Lack, for once again putting Sean's Games Drunk up there on the screen. We've got a pinned comment up there with it as well. Screw Your Feelings is with us tonight. Hey, man. Late, but finally here. You're not late. You're right on time, man. Headlocks and hellos to everyone. And Mike just gave you a sub there, Sean. Good for that. And throwed your link back up there again. Good to see that. And appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Well, I can't guarantee that you'll get 50 tonight, but you will get at least a few of us trying to help you out there in your endeavors. What you want to do first, Jones? You want to do comment corner first? You want to do memes of the week?
I like the memes. Let's start off with the memes. There's some fun. Let's tickle the funny bone before we start scratching the information in the head thing.
All right, we'll do that.
Tickle the funny bone.
Memes of the week. Memes of the week.
All right, well, we'll get it started out. Yeah, everybody's happy to do memes of the week first. Yes, memes. And memes of the week, says Blue Sasquatch. All right, guys, we're going to get that started here now. Explain this comic book to me. I think we've seen this before, but it's a doozy.
Okay, this is what's known as in the hobby as the angry girlfriend variant. Apparently, the backstory on this is this fella had cheated, and his significant other decided to destroy his most favorite possession. And I believe this comic is notated as a special book. It actually is referred to as the Angry Girlfriend variant. And this is sold hands, traded hands many times, and it's gone for a premium. People have paid more money than this book is worth for the story of it, you know. So it's kind of a bit of an anomaly. You know, if you do get a graded comic like from like Steve Ditko's private collection or something like that, it'll be notated. And this one is the Angry Girlfriend variant.
I never get tired of seeing this. You know, it reminds me of guys who angered their girlfriend slash wife and ended up with a smashed up motorcycle. You know, it's along the same lines. They can't hurt you, but they can hurt one of your possessions. Love.
Right. Which will hurt you.
That would have broken my heart for sure if I'd had a book worth that much money and somebody had written all over it like that. I like the front there.
That comic's easily worth $1,000 or more, you know. So yeah, it's an expensive book. That's the first appearance of the Green Goblin. So that's a very early Steve Ditko Spider-Man book.
Time to go to hell.
I don't have one.
Would you buy this one?
I would buy that. Well, I don't know actually, because I think I could get a clean copy for cheaper than this one typically sells for.
Really? Well, I was just asking if you
Yeah,
had
for
the
whatever
opportunity
reason.
and the means, would you like to have something
Yeah.
like that in your collection?
If I had this particular book and I had the means to buy it, I would buy it because when I do the cons, people have bought this book just to take it to the cons and draw people to their booth and have on display the Angry Girlfriend. It's a famous book. So it will draw eyes to your area and bring on potential customers who spend potential dollarinis.
You know, was it last week I had to go to the bad place and get some memes? Well, when everybody found out that, they decided to shower me with them this week. So we've got plenty this week. So I didn't have to go to the bad place.
It's good.
Look at me, I'm a human. I play Texas and I have depression and I'm behind on chores.
I love this dog or wolf or whatever it is playing human being here. I have depression. I'm behind on chores. Aren't we all?
Is there even an equivalent to a man doing something like this to his girlfriend, woman, wife? No. I was telling Jonezer earlier today in the green room, I said, a man marries his wife and hopes his whole life that she'll never change. A woman marries a man, and from day one, she tries to change him consistently throughout his whole life.
Actually, I think you can do the equivalent to get her back, or at least I have a great example of such. You've all heard of this where like, you know, you break up with somebody and then she pulls the old like fake pregnancy test in your mailbox thing
Yeah.
to get you to sweat, make you think, you know. And I had a young lady in my 20s do that. And I was rocked by this because I thought it was real. And then it turns out it was all a hoax and it's just to make me upset and think. And I think that's a terrible thing to play with somebody's mind. So I did the mature adult thing and I waited for about 3 months. And then I called her and told her I had herpes.
There you go.
I don't, but why not make her sweat too a little bit?
Well, it's better that you had herpes than something real severe. Herpes is like bad
Well,
luggage. You get it and you never get rid of it.
right. But yeah, you can have a proper revenge. You just need the motivation and the horrible idea.
Lex Ivrak says that he rides moose and fights bears, and Sean says like a proper Canuck, and then Rickster says grizzly. No way, I've seen those. Of course, they're keeping it going there. Rickster, you'd be surprised. I wouldn't put anything past him. Have you seen him go into Lowe's? I've seen him do this in a short. Go in at freaking Lowe's and go over there where they have those huge ass sledgehammers and pick it up and hold it by the very end of the handle and just barely touch the end of it to his nose and then bring it back up. The strength that's required to do that is impressive, folks.
Well, skill, strength and skill. Because if you had one and not the other, then it ain't gonna work.
True. Would you do this? Would it be worth it? Question to ask. It's a rhetorical question, but there you go, there, Jonezer. I think you shared this. All right, so
Yes.
Help out an idiot here. I know who the X-Men are, and I know that Rogue's an X-Man. Apparently, she's got the powers of the parasite, but she can't control them.
It's kind of like this. You can't touch Rogue. And so, of course, we have to make Rogue like super gorgeous and sexy because you can't touch Rogue. Skin to skin contact too prolonged could kill you. So, I mean, she kissed her boyfriend as a teenager, just a little kiss on the lips, put the kid in a coma for 2 weeks. So, yeah, you got to be very careful with Rogue. I think Lack may have just cracked the code, though.
Condom is all you need.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a skin to skin contact is what triggers it.
Gap After Dark finds that hilarious. Jeff says she's a Packers fan. I'd touch her all right. This is an oldie but goodie. I think it's been around the world here. But so you think Superman has the worst disguise? Think again. However, his hair color and his skin color are slightly different between Adam and he.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll give him that. Yeah. I think the powers of Grayskull, when the lights and stuff flash, it's like a tanning booth. And it just darkens him.
See, Sean don't care. He gonna raw dog it all the way. Okay. OBS wants to know if there's a full body condom.
Yeah, it might work.
Walmart has got a new greeter today. Welcome to Target.
Why does this feel right?
I will tell you this, Jonezer. I believe you shared. Did you share this with me? You did, didn't you?
I don't know if I shared this one. I've seen this one, but I can't remember if I shared this one or not.
Here's the thing. I know this is a Photoshop because right now he's in a hospice care or an old folks home right now, and I don't even think that he realizes that he's not the president of the United States anymore.
Well, it was funny when I first seen the tweet that he made that he was dropping out. My son right away saw on the TikTok. He goes, "Oh man, that is funny," and I'm like, "What's that?" And he showed it to me, and it said, "I didn't wait." voice.
Oh,
You know, and what's funny is my boy who's 15, but he's awake, and he was like, you know, he showed me another one. Biden was giving some speech at some place wherever he was, and he was tweeting something at the same time, and somebody commented on the tweet, "Hey man, how are you tweeting right now when you're literally live in a speech right now?" Oops.
yep. Next. I hope the electric bill ain't too high, and this is what your electric bill looks like when you can get it. Ah!
Electric bill high as fuck.
Apparently, you're doing the robo voice. That's a me issue with my poor little laptop over here, and there's nothing I can do about it. And here's the thing, folks. We can't hear that. Me and Jonezer, we hear each other just fine. I don't hear his voice crapping out. He don't hear mine crapping out because I've got I'm listening to him through a different app, and I don't listen to him through OBS because if I did, it would echo like a son of a bitch in here, and you wouldn't be able to watch the show. OBS says, did you see the one appearance and he was taller? Dementia makes you grow. I haven't seen that.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they've had body doubles for years, you know.
Doesn't both me and the lawsuit for the green pill is what's going to get my family paid. Rickster says he wants dementia. I wouldn't ask for something like that. You might just get it.
Right.
Now, moving on to the next meme here. Karen asks, why can't I find the guy in this? Ugh. And then Shawn Michaels comes on and says, hey. And then she goes, no. And he's like, I'm the guy in the picture, literally.
That's funny. Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, in his profile picture, he's in his 50s, and in that picture, he's in his 20s. So,
Oh my, that's an angry face there that you gave me a 99-cent super chat for there, Susudio. And there we got Nightwing with a super chat as well for $2. Thank you there, sir. Says Bill and Jonezer are the superpowers team. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Well, thumbs up that and give me a soul heart. OBS says you'd think that they'd use a body dub that was the same height. Oh, okay. So you're saying that there was a body double out there on him? I don't know. Have you heard the second shooter theory that there was a shooter on the water tower?
oh, I don't know. You don't want to hear what I think about this. It'd take up the whole show.
Yeah, I hear you. That smoke is not. Who is using my picture now? Says Ricky. Right. That's Shawn Michaels. That's a smoke, not a fart. Okay. Here we go. I think that Joneser, you may have sent this one as well. I want to remind everyone of the time in the late '80s, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, when the Turtles asked Casey Jones to infiltrate a corporate office that they believed was linked to the Shredder, and this is how he showed up for the job interview, and he got the job.
Well, he looks like a hard worker. Yeah, let's be fair.
True. Did they ever show his face underneath that mask?
Not in the 87 cartoon.
Okay.
I don't believe they ever did. Um, that was a very different Casey Jones than the one that was portrayed in the comics or in later versions. But I very much liked the voice actor they had for that because he sounded just crazy. Oh, the lawbreakers are gonna, and I just loved his unhinged, like proper psychopath. We needed that.
Get gear on here to read like Sivrak's comment here. I saw it live. The bullets came from behind him, one striking him in the back, being stopped by a body arm. And Screw Your Feelings said that Casey sounded like a wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Moving right along here, a woman with $20 of groceries going home to her $15,000 house in 1960. This one hurts, man. It really does.
Yeah, that one hit hard. You know, that is a world we can't go back to. It would be nice to have your $15,000 house and your $20 cart of groceries there.
Got some folks believing Rick Lack there. If he was MK Ultra, he wouldn't have missed. I think he was handled by somebody. We'll just put it that way. We won't get into too much detail. I don't want to.
Well, it full stop. That kid doesn't know that roof's clear without inside information. That's what I got. That's where I'm at, and that's where I'm stopping.
There were two people assigned to the roof, and they both left their post. That doesn't happen either.
Right. Without inside information, he doesn't know the roof is open. He doesn't even get up there.
All right, we have a reporter here with us with some breaking news. Share that with us because neither one of us pay attention to anything. Please share, Bjorn. I hate to hear that, but it sounds like there's something going on. There may have been handlers, but missing at 130 yards is amateur hour. You know. I think he missed because Trump turned his head at the last minute, sir.
That's what a lot of people think. Yeah, and there's a, well, I'd like to say one day we'll find out, but I doubt it. We got the FBI and the DOJ handling it. These are the same people trying to actively put him in prison. So I don't think you're going to find out anything. It's going to be like that Las Vegas shooting. You're never going to know what that was all about or why.
Oh, that was pure cover up right there, bro.
All right, this will be the same thing.
Now back to this picture here. The reason that this hurts so much is because of the way things are now economically. And yeah, sometimes the hurty memes are the funniest because of the hurt that you feel when you see them. No Deadpool spoilers if that's where this is going. I don't know about that. But no, we don't do spoilers here on this channel.
Blue Sasquatch for the win.
Absolutely. If you slow the footage down, you can clearly see Mike Tyson taking a bite out of Trump's ear. I was watching that fight live when that happened.
Me too. Me and my dad were. Yeah.
So RDJ is coming back to the MCU as Doctor Doom. That's the news. Well, and he doesn't have any dead.
That'd be a waste. That'd be a waste because it's like, why would you show our Doctor Doom's face? You don't need a actor like that to be Doom.
Chat going crazy. Y'all keep chatting right now. Y'all get the chat rate going up. YouTube loves that. Me and the Mrs. are going to go see the Wolverine tomorrow, says Black Siverack. You watch that fight too when he still cracks me up. Mike Tyson has an ear-shaped edible gummies.
That's brilliant.
Oh, my house was built in 1955 and originally sold for $15,990. My tax appraisal was at $115,900.
Yeah, that sounds about right too.
Oh, this one is pretty sad too. 2050 is closer than 1990. He looks like he's about ready to cry too, doesn't he?
Dude, I felt the way his face looks when I read that.
Poor Hulk. He's got to be pushing 80 now, right?
Oh, I don't know how old he is. I was just thinking about me. Screw Hulk Hogan. Macho Man was better anyway. So I was thinking about me. Like, man, 1990 is farther away than 2050. That hurts.
It does. Scary. Remember rule number one, girls, when you're taking selfies, okay?
Bill, that selfie is the shit.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Look at this dump.
Sexy.
Oh boy.
Can someone please update me on what's offensive today? It's kind of hard to keep up. I'm with you there, Kermit.
Yeah, that kind of happened over here, you know. Um, yeah, soft people get offended. That's just what I think.
Nightwing's going to take a pass on the Wolverine Deadpool movie. Number two, all time selfie.
Yeah, number 2 is right.
I'm sorry I'm leaving you. I'm seeing someone else. How long? About 10 inches.
Ouch. Well, now he knows why she's leaving too.
Mm-hmm. Now this one is more wrong for you and you other gamers who can remember the early 90s and Mortal Kombat, and your friend gave you a written note telling you how to do the fatality.
Yeah, I felt like I had just gotten the golden ticket to the chocolate factory when I can remember being a freshman in high school, and it was like we were in detention, and one of the other knuckleheads in detention with me slid that piece of paper over that had them all written out.
Let me
And I
guess,
remember,
y'all were in detention for passing notes in class, and you passed notes in detention.
oh, I don't know, I was practically spent most of my high school in that room. In fact, I can still remember which room it is. It's room 204.
I'll let you read this one.
That's a stupid sign. You don't hop. You never hopped. Lying little restaurant. Bullshit sign. Fuck you.
I remember when I actually said International House of Pancakes on the outside, and it had a sloped roof and everything. Now they just look like every other fast food restaurant along the line. You notice that they all look alike now, little boxes.
Yeah, everybody's trying to uniform or what corporate wants it to look like or what have you.
Look at Bjorn. He's never gotten attention his entire time that he was in school. Boy.
What a good kid. I should have hung out with more kids like him. Because my ass was in Saturday school, detention, principal's office. In fact, what was funny, I used to get sent to the principal's office freshman and sophomore year so often. The principal, Mrs. Degasher, she goes, "Do you know a kid named Jeremy? God damn, what was his last name? Jeremy Hardy. You know Jeremy Hardy?" And I go, "No, I don't know Jeremy Hardy." And she goes, "He's the only guy that's in here more than you are." And so, armed with that information, I'm just sitting there at lunch, and all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me and he goes, "You Anthony Jones?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Miss Degasher said we should be friends. I'm Jeremy Hardy." Told him probably the same thing. Turned
More
out we didn't
likely.
have much in common. Didn't really get on that well. I guess the only thing we had in common is we were both screw ups, but
Hmm.
we had no common interest, didn't hang out in the same circles, and didn't make very good friends.
How to slap someone through the internet. If you figure it out, Kermit, you let me know, dude. About as close as you
There's
gonna
a
get,
few
Jonezer.
people There are a few people through the internet I wouldn't mind reaching through and slapping. That's
Definitely.
for dang sure.
I know on the cartoons they could reach through the phone. I always wanted to do that back in the day. Oh, here we go. Have you ever done this in the store, folks?
This is a great picture because this is my picture. This is a picture I took. That's my son there in the corner of the picture. And that is the exact moment when he realized that some tomfoolery was afoot in the Target here. Now, we did not arrange this, we discovered it this way. My wife was laughing. I pulled my phone out and I just happened to get the picture right at the moment when the kid realized what was happening here.
Yep.
Beautiful. I love this picture.
We used to get drunk and do this to those roadside signs, that have the letters on them and you do a big arrow.
I've been known to go into the Hobby Lobby where they have all the letters and spell out, please help, my wife won't leave.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's my picture. I've had that in my phone for a long time.
I've experienced this nonsense at Walmart trying to wash my freaking. Does it even work? 11 p.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 10 minutes before the alarm clock goes off for work.
That's my life right there. That's every freaking goddamn day of my life right there.
Trickster says that I would sign these Valentine cards with guys I hated in class and passed out to the other guys on their desk without them seeing me. Farts are funny, says OBS. They are.
They
Yeah, and
usually are.
you go back to the old Eddie Murphy bag of tricks here because he had some great jokes back in those specials. I think he's correct. People secretly do enjoy smelling farts.
I will say this. You ever get a woman around and says, "Oh, that smells bad," or "Oh, that's horrible." Women or they move, they get out of the way. Whereas if you get men around, they go, "Oh man, that thing stinks." They go, "Let me see it."
Damn, yeah,
Oh,
it does.
that does- so I don't. I think we're just dumber than they are, or we like it. I don't know.
I think that it's the secretly enjoying the smell of the stench. Somebody farted in here, and then everybody goes, "Yeah, they did."
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot. OBS, a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you ever had a night terror?
Yeah.
Those
My
are
wife
rough.
actually she caught my fist right here. I was swinging at something or someone, I couldn't tell you what. But she woke up just in time to stick her hand up and block it before she got punched in the face.
I've had that happen to me before. It's scary, real scary. Yeah, it can be kind of freaky. The other thing is right about the time that you get ready to doze off, you go into a state called sleep paralysis. Supposed to stop that from happening, but if you stay lucid in that point in time and you don't realize what's happening, it can be very, very scary at that.
The screaming with no sound. Oh my God, OBS. I hate that dream where you're like yelling for help or trying to scream and you can't make a sound. That one bothers me.
If your fart is really foul, why do we say to ourselves, "What did I even eat that was that foul. Well, if you eat the shit I tend to eat, like potted meat and Vienna sausages, that can make some pretty stinky fart.
I'd have to say you don't want to be anywhere near me after like a holiday party where there were deviled eggs. Nope.
Ooh, yeah, Easter egg farts, the worst. Running, but you can't. It's like slow motion. Ooh, yeah, I've experienced that
Yeah, I don't like that one either. Like, I gotta get away.
Richter experienced some sleepwalking, but was aware of doing it, but could not stop himself. I've never had that one.
I've seen that. I caught my cousin. My cousin, when we were roommates, got up, walked into the living room, said something totally unintelligible, and then walked over to the kitchen, opened our refrigerator, and peed in it.
That usually happens when someone's had too much to drink.
Zero alcohol.
Wow. You ever had a dream that you were awake and couldn't sleep?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
I've
leftover.
had the one that I've had the one the Rickster's talking about here, where you're about to get down to some fun business, and then all of a sudden something interrupts it or wakes you up, and then you don't get to experience your fun business that you were about to get into.
I've had this one as well, fighting in a dream, but your punches feel weak.
Yeah, or you can't swing.
A couple of times in a dream, I was pissed off because I was lost and kept trying to find my way and got pissed and said, "That's it, wake up," and I would. Oh, man.
That's a good power to have. I wish I could just like, this is a dream. Bam. You're
There
awake.
is a way to lucid dream. It requires a little effort on your part, but if you can do that, you can do anything you want to in it. Apparently, I don't know. I've never experienced.
I don't think I would do well with that power.
No. Okay, here we go. This one is absolute true, folks. I've seen this happen in reality. I make $20 an hour. Oh, you're broke. You can't afford me. I love you, babe. And look, he's in prison and he ain't got no damn money. Probably taking her money.
Yeah, she probably filling up his commissary and whatnot.
Yeah, put money on his book so that he can go get him some canteen, all that shit. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, and it's funny because guys date questionable women all the time, but man, there is an epidemic of women breeding with questionable men. You know, they like go into town and they just find the alpha loser, you know, the guy that's like hasn't had a job in 3 years and lives in his mother's basement and he's got no driver's license, and she's like, him. That's the one.
Oh, here we go. Gilster 37. Your girlfriend beats you awake wanting to know who Mandy is.
She had a dream and she's mad at you for it. Or he's been saying Mandy.
Screw your feelings. That meme is the truth. It is. It's absolute truth, dude. It's so fucked up.
Poor Gilster sitting there sleeping. Oh, Mandy. Oh, Mandy. Who the fuck is Mandy?
Boy, howdy. Don't you just love your friends, Jonezer?
Yeah, oh yeah. I would do this to somebody.
Welcome home, Sean. Congratulations on your parole. What does that small writing say there, Jonezer?
Oh, remember, you can't be within 100 yards of that sheep barn.
Oh, ouch.
He must have been bad.
Thanks, Bill. You're welcome, Sean. Bah means no.
No, not again.
Real friends. Yeah, that's it, Mike. Real friends. Wait a sec. My dream. No, Mandy. Blue Side Squad. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get a bag of onions.
Holy man alive.
I thought that was Walmart, but you said it was a where? A convenience
That's
store?
a convenience store if I ever seen one. That ain't no Walmart. Whatever it is, I bet you can rent it by the hour.
That is what we call creatures of the night. They used to come out at Walmart after midnight, but they don't keep them open that late anymore around here. Oh boy,
Yeah.
my goodness. All right.
The
Now
bodega. That sounds
here's a little helpful sign.
Place to hide the bodies ahead.
Thank
Very
you.
helpful.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
She hid the bag of onions. Yeah, it's behind the left titty.
Figuratively speaking, hey man, he says I'm late. Oh, you're just in time, man. This one here rings true. When Godzilla is destroying Japan, Godzilla is happy with himself. When anybody else is destroying Japan, Godzilla be angry.
Right. Now I was enjoying I think I sent you this one, and I seen it right after I saw you and Goji talking some Godzilla, and and he was discussing whether or not Godzilla was a benevolent protector of humankind, or if he was just an animal that was territorial and he was just defending his territory.
You know, I'm like, look, I can destroy all the Tokyo I want to, but you can't, Monster Zero. You go back where you came from. Oh, got OBS singing over here.
I don't know that song. Godzilla should go to North Korea.
I
Stomp
think
them out.
Yongari was from up there. You ever heard of Yongari?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it was a Korean giant monster Godzilla ripoff movie. This lady got mad because I asked her where Tweety Bird and Sylvester was.
That one's gold. Oh, Granny.
It's a Barry Manilow song, says OBS, and she says she don't care what Godzilla does. He's still cool as hell. Yep.
I don't know that one. I'll have to look it up.
Next. It's a shame that you have to tell them not to Narcan your ass just because you need to take a nap in the car.
Yeah, I don't get this one. Is he on the job? Is that what's happening?
No.
Or is
He's just taking a nap in his car, but he doesn't want anybody to think that he's about to die from a heroin overdose, and he doesn't want them to slap him with that Narcan shot.
Oh, gotcha. He's just a tired fat guy.
Yeah.
I can relate.
The fact that every time they find a sleeping person, they assume that and Narcan his ass is telling on today's society, I think is what this meme is all about. You're getting schooled over there in the chat about songs from Barry Manilow, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna have to. Truth be told, I'm not the biggest Barry Manilow fan, so I'll look it up. I'll give it a listen.
Richard says when you're asleep in your vehicle, people will call the cops on you.
You're loitering. You're homeless. You're a nuisance. You're suspicious.
Oh, this is sad right here. Has this ever happened to any of you guys? Oh, my stinking
Nice, like a fly.
Jonezer didn't even know he was a singer.
I know who he is. I know who he is. I just, like I said, not Not the first playlist I'll put on my Spotify when I'm listening to music is the hits of Barry Manilow.
Right, right. Now, this is our reason for being here. We want to see all those beautiful smiles.
Because as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
When they call you in at work on your day off, Batman's got the bird signal in the air.
Right. He's watching his soccer or whatever he's watching.
Sports ball of some sort.
Oh, we got a live one here. Oh, there'll be a hot on in the old town tonight.
That's me, says Sean, 100%. Yes. Those of you who aren't toy fans won't understand this, but first we have the image that they gave us last year to tempt us to want to buy this crowdfunded thing when it came out, and then we had the reveal at San Diego Comic-Con. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Mattel says, "Oh, they're the same picture." Now, I'm curious, some of you Motu fans who are here in the chat tonight, how you felt about this when you were told that we might issue a playset about the size of Castle Grayskull for the snakes, and it looks like it might be a decent little playset. Probably less than $100 because Grayskull was less than $100. But instead, you got something bigger than the Planet Eternia playset that's probably going to cost $500 or $600. What do you think about all that, Joneser?
I'll be 100% honest with you. As soon as someone starts mentioning Snake Lair and showing pictures, I start tuning out. Like I don't care for this thing. I didn't want this thing. I voted for the Fright Zone.
Me too.
I'm kind of over. I'm over snake people. This just looks to me like something that's probably not going to get funded. It's like you said, it's just too big. It's a giant mini Eternia. It's too much. I mean, I could care less about this thing.
I actually saw a picture from I think it was San Diego Comic Con where they had the Eternia playset next to this, and yes, this thing is just about as big as the Eternia playset. Yes, Mike, I wasn't after that either, dude, and I'm not. I'm not gonna fund this thing. I didn't fund Eternia.
I'm with Rickster here, where he says no connection from the childhood, and that's kind of the thing. Like I got the Snake Men, like Hiss and Rattler and Tongue Lasher, and Snake Face and Squeeze, just because I never had them as kids, but they had a connection to my childhood. And then when you started getting into like Fangor and Lady Slither, that's cool as great additions and whatnot. But now we've got like Snake Part Man and the other Snake Part Man and Glowing Snake Part Man and Snake Part Lobster Man and now Snake Lair Man and Snake Lair Man guy. And
What?
that's enough.
Right. I was already too old to be collected toys by the time the snakes came out anyway, but the snakes are what killed the line in the first place, I always thought.
They did it again in 2002.
Mm-hmm. Snakes are always the problem, it seems like, and once again, coming true again, I think. Here we go. This one hurts too. Childhood injuries, fell off my bike, fell off a tree, twisted my ankle. Adult injuries, slept wrong, sat down too long, sneezed too hard.
I probably do the slept wrong nightly.
Screwy Finn says they got a Fright Zone. I bet they will release it in a year or two. I don't know.
I keep saying this, and Bill always likes to pop my bubble on this one because it's probably not going to happen. But I have an original Fright Zone playset, and that playset is awful small and doesn't have much to it. It's got a cage, a tree, and a puppet, and maybe a floor that'll grab an ankle. And if you flip it around, there's nothing on the other side. Now, the other playset the Horde were famous for was the slime pit. Now, my idea was to make kind of a little bit bigger of a fright zone with the slime pit incorporated into it, all into one play set. Take my money for that any day of the week.
Yeah, Rickster says a certain age healing takes a little longer. He's noticed that. And Sean wants to add farted too hard to that list of causing back pain injuries. And Jamie Sanders has joined us. Hey, Jamie, good to see you. Rickster says he wants to do what you want. He wants to have a combo slime pit with Fright Zone together.
That would be the money right there. If they would have revealed that at Comic-Con, they'd have funded it within a week. Guaranteed.
And Susudio reminding everyone to hit that like button over there. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you telling us to do that. And Rickster says he would vote you to be the CEO of Mattel.
Well, we'd make too much money, you know. I mean, it'd just be too easy.
You know, we can't have the alcoholic running the liquor store. We already have that with your comics up there.
Yeah, but I make money.
Okay. When people see my vintage toys and think I'm rich, oh, I'm just irresponsible, man. Just irresponsible.
Yeah, a little of that too.
Like owning all them stocks and bonds, but you hadn't cashed them in yet, so you ain't got the money.
Yeah, but that bond, the growing and a growing and a growing.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Rio Blast. I want the Rio Blast. That's my last hurrah right there is Rio Blast. Probably not gonna
You
get
don't
much
no
after that.
love for Modulok?
I
Modulok
probably would
cool.
go for Modulok just for the say I have Modulok.
I mean, I don't need to get one.
Well, the thing about Modulok is they've already got the bucks and the molds. Pretty much all they got to do is just retool them just slightly.
Right. And I have to admit, I don't think an Origins Modulok with articulation and all that will take away the fun of a vintage one, taking it apart and putting it back together and making all the weird different things you could do with that. That was one of the coolest toys ever as a kid.
Am I going to go over the San Diego Comic-Con reveals tonight? No, I haven't set up anything for that, mainly because there's too many other people doing it. If you want to see them, go on over there and see Pixel Dan. He did a better job than I ever will of that. Not what my show is about. I'm not on the button on the news because I'm more about entertainment. I'm going to show y'all some music and fun later. We're going to let Jonezer do his comic corner. That's what this show is about. And I'm hoping that you guys enjoy laughing along with us at things instead of seeing what everybody else is doing. So I'm trying to niche a little different from other YouTubers.
I did send Lack a little picture earlier today of one of the Comic-Con reveals I got wind of that I'd like to mention now. You know those Mezco Dick Tracy's that me and Lack are always going on and on about. They revealed the blank coming.
Oh,
and they showed him. So I'm excited for that. I'd also like to get my Dick Tracy in flat top someday. But yeah, the blank is coming. And if you were wanting to, you could probably easily convert that blank into the question if someone wanted to do that. You know, but yeah, it was a good reveal.
and
So there you go. You got one.
Yeah, Lack agrees with you. That was an awesome reveal. Yeah.
I sent him the picture earlier this morning.
Chuck Norris was in all the Star Wars movies. Did you know that, Jonezer?
Yes, he was the Force.
Correct. Those Mezcos are hot, hot, hot.
I'd say you get a lot of value for your money, but they're not cheap.
They're not. They're high end collectibles, sure, but they're high end for a reason. That cost is justified. Not real.
Just the tailored suits alone.
Huh?
Just the tailored suits alone on those Mezco figures, the coats and the trench coats, and I mean they're the chef's kiss.
Got to pay to play. Absolutely. And no, John, I never had one either, but I want an Origins. Just cause he's a cowboy.
I got Rio Blast back there somewhere.
The only thing that Rio Blast was ever missing was a cowboy hat.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Camera's off.
I know that.
And our next meme is Biden, who is telling us, I've had all kinds of doctors check my head and they found nothing.
Yeah. Found nothing.
Nightwing says he's enjoying the show tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. This is always the highlight here, or one of the highlights. Yeah, that. I love Rio Blast, but like I said, he needs a cowboy hat on his head. Yeah, I feel your pain. I've got a job and I still ain't got no damn money. And Rickster says Rio Blast should be the one riding Strador and not Fisto.
He does at my house.
It makes sense. But if you remember, Strador came out way before Rio Blast ever came out, and they did that. Oh, Sean, thank you, sir. He's gifted somebody a membership. I appreciate that, sir.
We gifted to OBS.
Oh, wow. That is neat.
Good on you, Sean.
Cool.
That was very generous.
Oh, you get to be in on the fun next week then, OBS, because we're going to do a movie night next week, and we're going to watch a fan-made film, A Ball of Grayskull.
Oh, that makes me sad. I'll be on vacation. I'd love to have been there.
Look at the fireworks going off. OBS has become a member of the channel because of your generosity there, Sean. And it wasn't to myself this time. Last time he tried to give a membership out, he accidentally gave it to himself.
Well, that's okay too. You can give yourself things.
Did Rio Blast have a white hat or a blue? He should have a brown hat to match his chaps.
I agree.
And it is nostalgic to have Fisto riding Strador. Well, the reason that Fisto's always been associated with Strador is because of that 2-pack that they put out, where they put a Fisto in the Strador pack.
Same with Jitsu and the Night Stalker.
Yeah, same deal. There we go. Wonder Bread Woman and her Miracle Whip.
Ooh-wee. All of a sudden, I want some bread.
Me too. Why eat that up?
All right. That is hot.
Did someone say movie night? Heck yeah. Look, when we woke up, I like salt. Yes, sir. That's going to be Friday evening. I'm going to put something over there in the as a member only link over there on my community tab. I will be putting up some promotional material on the various sites here, advertising that to try to drum up some membership as well. So I hope to see everyone there. Time to butter some toast.
Right.
Good to see you. I like salt. Thank you for joining us tonight as we move along here. Oh, why the F are you watching Food Network? You still can't cook. Oh, why do you watch porn? You still can't F. Burn.
Yeah, she burned his ass.
George Valentine says, does she do creamed beef on toast? That would be SOS. I don't know, man. You ever had SOS? Do you even know what SOS is?
help.
Okay. Chipped beef and gravy on toast is a wonderful breakfast dish served in military facilities, dining facilities, and it is known colloquially as SOS or shit on a shingle.
No, well, he didn't say SOS. He said LOL.
No, he talking about our girl there. Does she do cream beef on toast? He's talking about SOS.
Oh, but he said LOL.
Do we have a Wonder Bread He-Man? George Valentine said he grew up eating shit on a shingle. It's good. It's good eating, man. Oh, chaos at the Oscars as Chris Hansen appears on stage. Oh,
Yeah, that would send a panic among the crowd.
eggs on top. That meme is good. I don't know if you're talking about this one or Wonder Bread Woman. I can't read, but there's a whole article here for you to peruse, folks. Maybe you can.
Hollywood, California. The Oscars broke out into chaos and panic as Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator fame suddenly appeared on the stage. Actors, producers, directors all scrambled to the exit, screaming in terror as the former Dateline NBC host popped out of the scenery. Why don't you all just have a seat right over there? Hansen said sternly as he stared at the audience, a look of disapproval and disgust plastered on his face. Oh yeah, Hollywood be shitting themselves.
Oh yeah, cause they full of them PDF files. Yes, sir.
Just sit that down over there. He's got like a superpower. I think that's his superpower. He just makes these. I mean, they every instinct in their body should be screaming, run for your life, run. And he gets them to sit down. And then he gets them to sit there and talk about everything they don't want to talk about.
Amazing. Oh, whole new meaning to the Home Alone movie. Is that a
Yeah,
look on
that
her
might
face of oh boy, or is that a look on her face of terror? I can't tell.
that just seems like a little too much car to me. But
Hmm. That looked very painful. I don't know if that'd fit. And of
the guy
course,
eating
here we go. Memes do a better job at reporting current events than mainstream media.
a lot of times, unfortunately, I think that society is so dumb. You got people getting their news off of TikTok. You know, I mean, that's just where we are.
And going to the next one here. I could kill you with kindness, but crushing your ego with sarcasm is my style. Ah, yes, Snoop Dogg carried the torch at the Olympics.
Yada da da da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. Yada da da da. It's the motherfucking D-R-E Dr. Dre.
Look, I don't need a lecture. I knew that was your lunch, but we both know you left it unsupervised. I'd say I taught you a valuable lesson today. All right? Right?
Bad dog.
But if you do leave your food unattended and you have a pet like that, you know he's going to eat it.
I got 3 cats and 2 dogs, and all of them would do it.
I could see the cat doing
Sometimes
it and then acting like the dog did it.
they team up. Like if it's up where nobody can reach, then the little cat gets up there and knocks it down. Then there's a party in my kitchen.
Now, You got to be a certain age to understand this one here. I think it kind of went over Jonezer's head, but that there is what is a medicine called mercurochrome, and you could literally have severed your arm off back in the 70s, and Mom would have just lathered this stuff on you and sent you in bloody nub and all right on back outside. This was put on everything, dealing with cuts and sores and skins and scrapes. I remember I jumped into a damn ditch full of water and cut my foot wide the fuck open. You could stick your fingers down in the big ass gash. Mama painted it up with some mercurochrome, all red and everything, and stuck a band-aid on me and sent me outside and told me to do the other one so they'd both look alike.
Jesus.
Uh-oh, be careful. NBC is striking folks over the images of the opening ceremony of the Olympics. My dog ate my pizza once. My fault. I left it unattended. That's correct.
Bad dog.
That crap burns. No. Mercurochrome never burned. I always liked the mercurochrome. It was when they started pouring the iodine down in there. That shit burned.
I got the iodine. I had a grandmother who believed in that. Oh, yeah. That'll get you. The peroxide.
I would do anything for love. Please stop buying toys, but I won't do that.
Never.
Methylate. Oh, I remember that shit too. Methylate. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not ringing any bells for me.
Don't remember methylate? Oh, I remember that shit too. I'd rather have mercurochrome than methylate. Every family has that one weird relative. If you don't know who that is, yeah, they had them mixed up. Yeah, methylate and mercurochrome were two different. They both were red. All I remember was one burned and the other one didn't, and it was mercurochrome that didn't burn. Okay, one was orange and the other one was red. You are correct, Susudio. Reminds me of Meatloaf and Jimmy Fallon singing the Bagel Bites jingle. Okay. Here we go. We all have those forums that, well, actually, I guess chat groups or whatever that we just lurk in. We laugh and load.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. If I'm there, I'm enjoying it. And if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not there.
Well, that tends to be us at work, right? We only get to see half of what you guys chat because we're not in there to see the rest of it. And we don't have our phone set to ding us when you do because that would be ridiculous. Go ding, 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 ding all day. Sean was getting on to me about Discord. Well, you're never in Discord. Yeah, I'm not. And I don't have it set up to alert me on my phone either. It would.
No, I can't stand. That's the first thing I do when I get on my computer is turn the notifications from that off. Like,
Yes.
otherwise, that's all I'm going to hear.
How does Skeletor's head stay up? No neck and everything. Apparently, in the cartoon, his head floated inside of that hood. I guess.
Magic.
I got to read the Cubs a story for bedtime. I'll be back after their sleep. All right. Well, you do the fatherly thing. Don't have too much fun without me. Well, I can't guarantee a goddamn thing, brother. We fixing to keep on going because we got some more memes to go here. Now, this is the United States Space Force military meme. I am a member of Disgruntled Veterans. If this man doesn't make captain one day, it will be one of the greatest mistakes of our armed forces. His last name on his tag there is Kirk.
And he is of the Space Force.
United States Space Force.
There must be the anointment of Captain Kirk.
Well, they do have the Star Trek emblem as their badge.
Well, why wouldn't they? They're the Space Force.
And mercurochrome was taken off the market because it had mercury. Yes, apparently you get some kind of mercury poisoning for playing with it. We used to pour it out on the table and play with it in chemistry class when I was growing up. I don't even think they have it in there. And here's some advice, folks. Never forget that someone that gossips about everyone else to you is also gossiping about you to everyone else.
Yep. Or as my buddy Dudley used to say, if you're not talking shit about somebody, somebody's talking it about you.
Here we go. How to make money work.
Ouch. Old Peter Parker tearing up.
Yeah.
Oh, that one burned. Oh, it's true though.
Now, check this out. This is a true one, too. This is our parents in the 70s. Look, we got open, tall boy, a Budweiser there, lit cigarette in his hand. He's feeding the baby on a coffee table.
Sure, that could have been the 80s. That looks like my dad and me right there.
Sean says, if I'm not pissing someone off, I'm doing it wrong. Oh, boy. Yeah, you can't get away with that now. Hey, we turned out okay, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Something about those new NASA spacesuits looks kind of familiar. I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it before too.
I know, I turned out just fine.
Yeah.
Good old days. Laugh now, cry later.
Right.
Kamala, 2024. Yeah, well, apparently, this meme is funny to me because of the name, but James is no longer with us. I did put this picture in here so you could see what he looked like shortly before he died with his Kamala for President 2020 shirt on. I think he
Nice.
died in August of 2020, and he lived near here in the grand old city of Senatobia, which is very close to someone here in our chat I won't name, but he's here with us. Yeah. He did lose his legs to diabetes. That is correct. And Mike, if you need your rest, you get it, sir, because I know you don't get a lot of rest, but you do get tired.
Yeah. They'll always be here next week and the week after that and the week after that and the week after that and probably the week after that.
Well, next week we're going to take a break, folks. We're going to do Friday night for the members. We're going to watch a movie, but we're not going to do any shows Friday. Probably going in honor of Jonezer going on vacation, I'm going to take a vacation myself from doing this YouTube channel and try to get this room cleaned up. My wife came in here and really, really got on my ass yesterday. We believe in you, Mike. Yes, we do, sir. Thank you, Sean. Victor says he saw Kamala fighting Abdullah the Butcher as a kid. What a fight. Absolutely.
Oh, that had to have been a great match.
And Gilster says we need a Kamala Superstars figure. We do. A WWE Superstars Motu Origins Kamala. And they got the body book for it. I remember when he debuted on Memphis Wrestling, they called him Kamala spelled with an I, and they changed that later. And I at one point, I think I even played his debut video that they showed on there where he was stomping around out there on Jerry Jarrett's farm, and they had some dry ice to make it look like there was fog in the air. and he come crashing out of the woods. And here we go. You're not even watching that movie. Yes, I am.
Yeah, it happens to my wife all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't really care to watch what we watch. They're just doing it for our benefit, I guess.
Oh yeah. I tried to put on a movie that I liked, I wanted to share with my wife. Man, she was a freaking sleep before Bilbo's birthday was over.
That was a pretty long
Done.
movie anyway.
You know, she didn't even make it past 15 minutes. So.
Well, did you have the regular movie in there, or did you have the special edition that's 3 hours long?
Oh, we were gonna go on a journey. I had all the special editions. We were gonna watch the whole thing, and she still hasn't got past Bilbo's birthday.
9 hours? No, yeah, 3, 6, 9. That'd be 9 hours worth.
We weren't gonna do it all at once, but I mean, when I went to put it on again, she's like, "You know what? This movie just ain't for me."
Well, we've reached the end of our memes of the week, folks. I hope you enjoyed that.
Memes of the week. Memes of the week.
There we go. Always extended cut, says Sean. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say maybe we should skip the comic corner and go straight to the music and fun. I thought you were playing the intro to that. We went kind of long, and we don't got much show left. And to be honest with you, I'm not really all that prepared for a comic corner anyway.
Oh,
So-
man. Oh. Well, let's put a poll up. Engage your audience. Start a poll. Music and fun or comics corner. And music
And let democracy win.
yes, and feed the algorithm. I know last night someone was asking about Comic Corner, and I promised them that we would do that tonight because it's part of the late night show, not the other show.
I'm not saying we can't. I'm just saying I've got a very poorly prepared one here, and you know, I will do my best.
Oh, you see what's gotten started here in the chat. Comic Corner, Comic Corner. Everyone going to bully Jonezer in the Comic Corner, LOL.
No, the votes are going 50-50.
Comic Corner, says Rick. Vote in the down poll, folks. It's at 50-50, right? 57 music and fun, 50% on music and fun. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's neck and neck. Comic Corner getting ahead here, 56-44. Got 9 votes.
That might be it. We got 9 votes and 9 watching.
I think that's about it. Yep. Looks like Comic Corner wins. Studio said she voted for the music. Gilster says he's voted. I think that's going to be the end of it. Oh, wait. The 10th vote came in. There's 10 people watching, and it's 60-40. That is a landslide, brother.
Well, guess what?
You know what that means?
I think I do.
Jonezer's Comic Corner. It's Jonezer's Comic Corner. It's Jonezer.
let's do this.
And Rick,
All right. What's
Rickster,
happening?
Rickster says, I voted independent. Wacky infomercial for Bill. No, I think we're doing Comic Corner.
Ross Perot didn't make it. You can keep throwing your vote away there, buddy. Well, today's Comic Corner is brought to you by our sponsors at Marvel Legends. Yeah, we're not sponsored at all, and they don't give me any of this. I just spend my money on them. But anyways, my desk in front of me is full of Marvel Legends X-Men toys. And so in my poorly prepared Comic Corner, we're going to talk X-Men and Marvel Legends. And I'm going to hold up some action figures and we're going to talk about the characters and their powers until y'all get sick of hearing me and seeing me do it. How about that? So we'll start off with the X-Men villains. Yeah, I'm sponsoring them. That's exactly what's happening. You got Mystique here. Pretty cool. She is the shape-shifting villainess for Marvel. She can appear as any person she decides, and she's got herself a big blam bam bear, or big pew pew, or whatever you want to call it. You know, since we're all 5 and we got to talk like that. Yeah, there you go. And then we got the most important X-Men villain of all, Magneto. I really like the face sculpt on this Magneto. I got these little flight stands, which are pretty cool. You know, you got to imagine his little magnetic power bubble, you know, X-Men, welcome to die. But Magneto's an interesting villain because he's not a villain.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is he really a villain or not?
I don't think he considers himself one. I believe he thinks he's righteous, and maybe he is. And Magneto's obviously an ultimate power. He's one of the funner characters to do. But most people are familiar with Mystique and Magneto. You've seen the movies, you know, and we'll do the one more character that was in the movies, but he's going to look very different. Toad was in the original X-Men movie, but Toad was portrayed very differently in the movie than he was from the comics. This is more comic accurate Toad, you know.
Yellow? Toad is green, not yellow.
Well, they in the old days he was more human looking. And this one does come with an alternate head. I'm going to slap on here quick because of the movie influence, they have lately made him green skinned in the comics too. And they've also added this tongue thing that was not part of the comics before that movie portrayal, which was a great movie portrayal. And so sometimes when the character appears in certain stages of pop culture, you know, like Harley Quinn, it changes the way the comics are wrote by the popularity of the movie. You know, kind of neat. Toad in the comics, you know, is a leaping guy, a fantastic leg strength, you know, and good kick. And they kind of more played him like a hunchback in the 60s, and he was kind of Magneto's little sycophant, you know, and Magneto, you know, probably more cruelly portraying in those days, kind of picked on. So he was kind of like Skeletor's Beast Man, you know, he's just constantly picked on. But fun character, fun villain. Here's one that's a little more obscure. This is Avalanche. And Avalanche had like the seismic, you know, can make earthquakes out of the ground kind of figure. And one I'm missing, I'd like to have Pyro here to complete this group of Brotherhood mutants. And we don't have them. And if y'all had seen my live, you might have seen this guy. Nothing hurts the Blob. You know, you got the Blob here, who is a great villain.
Speaking of blobs, in that particular live stream, did your blobby ass have to go wallowing in the floor?
For Blob, no. No, that didn't happen. That's remembering that wrong or something.
Colossus's hand fell in the floor, but your blobby ass was on the floor wallowing.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It must be some
Oh
kind
shit!
of
I'm
all
gonna
the
have to fix it.
Mandela effect.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's an alternate reality here. I don't know what you're talking about.
I.
Uh, that's what we've got for the villains there. So I thought I'd segue over to the heroes. And since I'm already had been mentioned Colossus, we might as well just get this out of the way. So we do have Colossus here. And yes, see, he's got his fist right there. See, there it is. That's the left fist. And we didn't lose one. You know, we
What
have
about the
everything we
right
need there.
one? That
I have
was
no
looks
idea
like an
what you're talking
open
about.
hand
There
over
was no
there. Isn't
left.
there supposed to be a fist on that side?
No, the open hand. That's what he came with.
Yeah, he came with an open hand, but he also came with another closed fist to go on that side. Right.
Anyway, we got Nightcrawler here too. Yeah, Nightcrawler's pretty cool. Got a little posable tail. Yeah. Very, very fun character. Teleports. You know, believes in Jesus. He's I'll save you. I'll save you. One thing I would mention with these X-Men here. Here you've got the Russian and the German. And now when they moved on and get this new X-Men team, a giant size X-Men #1, they wanted an international group of superheroes. So you had the German, the Japanese, the Russian, the African princess Storm, you know, and then the everybody's favorite Canadian superhero. Very cool, Wolverine. But yeah, so I've been spending a lot of time posing these and playing with these. Here's another Canadian. Got a movie out lately. We all might know and love. The Merc with the mouth, baby. Got tacos. Woo! But yeah, having a little fun with these. In case you need an X-Men or
Got a
X-Woman
question in the chat there, sir.
Sure.
Seriously, I think this generation needs a new superhero. What's your opinion? Jonezer asked the Blue Sasquatch.
A new superhero. So can't use anyone that's been used before. How about a old idea that's been forgotten that could get a fresh coat of paint? Or do we got to come up with something brand spanking new? This generation needs new superheroes. I think that'd be difficult, and I'll tell you why. Nothing will be better than the older ones. Name me a superhero that's came out in the last 20 years that can even touch Batman or Spider-Man.
Name me a superhero that's come out anytime that can touch Batman and Spider-Man on the shelf. That's the only thing selling. That's the only thing keeping doors open at Marvel and DC now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you got that right. Those are the flagship characters. I would say the X-Men probably give Marvel a little rub. You know, their popularity's come and gone. But yeah, new superheroes, that's hard. Because we're always going to look back and we could dust off Ninja Turtles or the Transformers or G.I. Joe and always bring it back. And people that always grew up with it would come back to it. And then kids, that'd be cool.
Rickster says, why is there Snake Mountain still in the box?
That is an optical illusion, sir. That box is empty. The Snake Mountain's right there.
Just can't see it. It's off screen.
Yep. And here's the final X-Men guy I got there.
Oh, he's got the beams coming out of his eyes, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this guy's my favorite. I like Cyclops. He's He's my favorite X-Man.
You like that outfit on him?
I do like the 90s look, and that's probably because that's how I remember enjoying the cartoon and the comic is from the 90s. But I like all versions of Cyclops. And in all versions of Cyclops, he's kind of a self-centered prick, and I think that's what I like about
There you go.
him. He's one of my favorite portrayals of Cyclops is probably in the early days. They kind of had him a little more pathetic. He was afraid to pursue a romantic relationship with Jean, even though he really liked her, because he felt like, and here's where the character had a high sense of responsibility. He knew what comes out of his face hurts people and he can't control it. And so he felt it would be irresponsible for him to become close to somebody. What if he rolled over in his sleep in the night and opened up his eyes and blasted the lady through the walls? So and they have that great scene where he's, on his hands and knees trying to find his glasses, like Thelma from Scooby-Doo, and he's almost crying. And then she comes in the room and finds the glasses on the floor for him and puts them on his face. And we all kind of see what's happening here as you read the book, because you're like, okay, one thing that women like is a guy that's kind of a fixer-upper. You can help put them together.
Florence Nightingale syndrome.
Correct. And I think that's what Jean probably played into that perfectly because of her own victimized life and childhood. So they made a great couple. And when they eventually paid that off, of course, then they famously have Jean turn into the Phoenix and be done away with. And then they do the crazy thing with Madeline Pryor, which is what they get into in the latest X-Men cartoons. Make this all kinds of.
Speaking of which, Sean's been really digging that. Can you tell me more about that and how you've enjoyed or not enjoyed that?
What's that?
The X-Men, the continuation of the X-Men 90s cartoon that they've been doing.
I very much enjoyed it. I feel like there was a lot of people on the interwebs trying to find problem with it that wasn't really there. We don't need to get into any of that. In my own personal opinion, I thought the show was a great love letter to the fans. If you'd watch the original series, you could pick it right back up and get right back into it, and it's right where you left it. I can just tell you from my own feelings on episode 1. I'm watching it. I'm here. I'm sitting there. I got my little popcorn and my cheese stick snack or whatever I'm doing. I'm watching the show, and all of a sudden there's a crackle of thunder, and this African goddess just busts through the skylight, and in that voice straight out of my childhood, smite my enemies with lightning. And I was like, I was a kid again. It captured the magic. I was right there. I was all in that moment.
And that heartens my heart to hear that. And Sean brought up a point. He said anyone who said the 97 show was preachy never paid attention to the original, which is true. But I also want to remind everyone that there are YouTube channels whose only goal in life and the only way that they get views is to hate everything and to make videos about the hatred. Sometimes the hatred is real and sometimes it's manufactured just so they can keep their shows going. So, you know, there's a lot of that.
Well, I would say this. This is my parting advice. We'll close down the comment corner here. And this is what I want to leave the audience with. And this is probably the best advice you're ever going to get out of me ever. If there's something you want to watch it. Mm-hmm. Don't listen to what everybody else says. Don't go with other people's opinions. Don't be a sheep and follow the herd. Watch the show and come to your own conclusions. And you either will enjoy it or you won't, but have your own reason for why you didn't enjoy it. Don't go in there with preconceived notions or listening to other people, because a lot of times they don't know what they're talking about. I was told to avoid that show like the plague, and I'm glad I didn't listen because I loved it. So I thought it was good. And I thought the people that found problem with it were really reaching with some of the problems they found. Like, one of the funniest things I laughed at, they were getting on about Gambit's shirt. Gambit had a pink shirt. Now, maybe you don't know what the 90s were, but there were, Gambit was the cool guy. The cool guy in the 90s probably had a friggin' hot pink shirt, that looked all surfery and weird. Kind of like Bret the Hitman Hart or whatever in the 90s. That was the way it was. The other thing, and I'm going to leave with a joke, Gambit might not be bisexual, but his costume always was.
There you go. Yeah, that was his basketball outfit on the OG show. You bring up a good point about the pink shirt. I do remember guys wearing those like a polo shirt, with the little button.
Yeah, or like pink tank top or whatever, like going on the beach. The cool guy had that on.
It was the 90s after all, folks. But today's generation of millennial and Zoomer, they don't believe that any of those times ever happened. It's kind of like, I guess the old 1940s was always in black and white to us, right?
Yeah, I don't know. The other thing they railed on was about Morph and Morph's preferences. Let's just say that. And Morph was a character who could morph into anything he wanted to. Well, what better way for that guy to enjoy himself? If he could be anything he wants, then I guess he could be anything he wants, right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that piece of advice there, Jonezer. I think we had a good comment corner tonight, and we'll come back in just a second. We're going to play Jonezer's outro here.
Jonezer's Comic Corner. It's Jonezer's Comic Corner. It's Jonezer's Comic Corner. It's Jonezer's Comic Corner.
So let's do this.
All right, and I'm going to play us in and out on those from now on so that I can actually cut those and maybe make videos to release of them. Sure. I didn't mean to get that one. I meant to get the one above it. Here we go. Sean said he had his identity crisis from Mr. Sinister anyway, so it's a logical catalyst at least.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're sitting here at home and you're hate typing about what preferences are alluded to among your favorite comic book characters, I just gotta wonder what's wrong with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just let them
get
be.
If you like into it there, you think they're getting a little too into it there.
Right. If you like it, watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't care either way.
Well, you know what? We finished that comic corner right on time to have some music and fun. Hey, Sir Clifton in the house with us. What's up, my man? So we got time for a little bit of music and fun. I've got a little set up here, and we'll do that, and we'll see how it goes from there. You ready to have a little music and fun there, Jonezer?
Born ready.
All right, let's see what Sean says first. Agreed, but there's a line too. It's just not one of them. That's right. I mean, as long as it's not being shoved down your throat, if it's part of the story and it makes sense and the story's good, I don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah, who cares? If it fits, if it works. If the story's good, you can make whatever work. If it's a bad story, or if all your story is like, hey, look at this thing I'm trying to shove in your face, that's not a story.
I agree. Well, let's have some fun. Let's have some music and fun. And we'll start out with a goodie, a brand new one.
floor. Action figures and no more. Crawling low, he has to find. Bumping all with his behind. On his knees he starts to roam. Hairy ass in every home. Looking round and spinning there. Blood-like figure in the air. Jones has lost the plastic hand, wallowing on the ground. Jones's ass like superhero, gravity unbound. Living room, a battlefield, all the toys that he concealed. Hunting down the piece of plastic, it's a fight so fantastic. Cracks and under chairs, Jonezer dives without a care. This is now his only mission. Find the hand with no omission. Jones has lost the plastic hand, wallowing on the ground. Jones's ass like superhero, gravity unbound. Without a care, this is now his only mission. Find the hand with no omission. Gravity unbound. Oh, oh. Living room, a battlefield. All the toys that he concealed, hunting down the piece of plastic. It's a fight so fantastic. In the cracks and under chairs, Jonezer dies without a care. This is now his only mission. Find the hand with no omission. Gravity unbound. Oh, Mars prophets never lie. Money, 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 Cobra pays while bitches suck. Gold plate gear all around. Baroness sucks my dick. Get it, girl. Overcharged the commander. Make me rich. Ain't no shame in my kick. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director. Watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Mars profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays while bitches suck. Cobra world in my hand. Weapons spread across the land. Profit director, pimp daddy. Got the plan. Making that money. Cashing in on demand. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, pimp daddy. Watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Mars profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays while bitches suck. Cobra world in my hand. Weapons spread across the land. Profit director, got the plan. Making that money. Cashing in on demand. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, watch me fuck. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Mars profits never lie. Money, money, money. Cobra pays while bitches suck.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Solar fences inform me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League. In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
We timed that one out perfectly, Jonezer.
I think you did.
Thank you, folks, for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all being here. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope everybody got a little bit of laughs out of the music and fun tonight. I know you did, Jonezer. You especially liked that first one, I know, and it'll be
I
here.
have no idea. I didn't see that. Which one was that?
It's going
I
to be
must
on
have
the
been getting
music
a
and
copy.
fun list forever and ever, my friend.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure it was good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's Duck Time Studio. We want to say thank you to everyone for being here. We want to thank you, Nightwing and Studio, for helping us out with super stickers and super chats. All of this helps very greatly. And Sean says, thanks again for everyone who dropped me a sub. I really appreciate it. And we appreciate you, Sean. We appreciate you giving OBS a membership tonight. That was very generous of you. And Richter says that he's going to Rickroll Jonezer with that video.
Oh, I love that, Rick. Ashley, I'm never going to lift you up. I'm never going to let you down. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, use Joneser's video as a Rickroll from be a Jonezer.
I don't have a video. I don't know which one you're talking about.
So you're going on vacation next week. Are you going to be doing anything between now and then on your channel?
You know, I can't commit. I can't promise. If I do find some time, I will jump on tomorrow afternoon, night, maybe. Or maybe I got Monday and Tuesday before we blast out. So maybe, but I got a lot to do before we go. We're blasting out to California. And yeah. So that's what's happening.
Well, Gilster has given us a $2 super chat telling us we had a brilliant show today. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You, very generous of you, sir. And I'm going to give you a little heart on that one. There you go. And Nightwing. He's laughing his ass off on that shit video there that we watched with Stinkor. What movie are we showing on movie night on Friday? We're going to be watching a fan-made film that's actually pretty fucking good called The Fall of Grayskull.
I've seen that. It's pretty good. I heard they made a sequel.
They are making a sequel. It's not done yet. We've seen a teaser trailer for that. It's going to be part 2, and it's going to feature Hordak and the Evil Horde. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, thank you folks for joining me once again. We'll see you next time here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Next weekend it's going to be open. We're going to have a Friday night movie night for the members only, and I'm not going to stream because I'm going to actually clean this down pigsty up in here that I've been using as a studio. It needs to look nicer in here. My wife is on my ass about it. But thank you, everyone. Super fantastic show, gentlemen, says John. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, sir. And anyway, we'll see you next time on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. In the meantime, keep on collecting. Stay fantastic. Good journey, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Weird Fantastic Adventures. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.